interlude, if you would. Please welcome Mike Cecconi.
Hi, everybody. This is a new thing I've been working on called Exit 31. Woo. The pretty brunette who works at the toll booth sometimes, she thinks that I'm flirting with her. She thinks so, I know it. There's an amused but dismissive laugh when I say things like, "Thank you, have a good night," or "Thank you, Happy New Year," or "Thank you, Happy New Year," or "Thank you, Happy New Year," or "Thank you, stay warm, huh?" But I'm not. Which isn't to say that she's rather beautiful, and I'm lonely these days, but that's not what I'm doing. I'm just being polite. I engage the same way with any of the people working the toll booths, the men, the older women, the young rookies, anybody, all of them. They have a thankless job where most people treat them like money robots, not saying anything or barking out the most perfunctory exchanges, which is something I'm really not about. I think we should all do our best to acknowledge our shared humanity at every possible moment. Break down the idea of treating each other as parts of system of function, as though doing our best to do this might make everything come out more humanely. But the pretty brunette who works at the toll booth sometimes reacts as this is what I'm doing. Because this is our society after all, and there's a whole lot of assholes out there throughout her whole life who've only valued her because she's pretty. So in her mind, that's the only reason someone might be above and beyond the call of duty. Nice to a toll booth worker. Nice to someone in that weird, lonely job. Part of me wants to explain to her, no, I try to be like this to everyone. I try to be warm and acknowledging wherever I go. I try to bust through the perfunctory for a connection with everyone. Your looks, lady, are not the motivating factor. But she'd probably mistake that for some kind of triple reverse psychology flirting, some high-end booksy-wooksy flirting. And anyway, there's hardly time in the exchange at a toll booth for the handing of 65 cents, let alone to explain all that, of course. So the pretty young brunette who works at the toll booth sometimes, she assumes that I'm trying to flirt with her. She'll always assume that I'm trying to flirt with her when I'm just trying to tell all of them that I know that they're human, even though they're working in the toll booth, even though they're working in the toll booth in cold, inconvenient Adirondack winter nights. And she'll most likely assume it forever, leaving me to write a poem about it, ruminating on the boxes we're all stuck in by norms and convenience, while also admitting that yes, of course, I would flirt with her in some very different context because she's beautiful. But those separate truths do not cancel each other out. They're both true. It is only a matter of having the time to explain yourself. Thank you.
Thank you, Mike. I like the expression, booksy